You have a start button?
Sure do now.
I'm playing Boomerang, Australia. First time here on Board Game Arena. I'm gonna find the rules here in a second. Okay, there looks like to be a lot of rules. This was a 1 out of 5 complexity game, so hopefully it won't be too difficult to read these rules. It's the first time looking at it. 10 whole seconds. All right. I'm going to go ahead and read these rules. It says the TLDR rules. Here are the full rules. I'll just read those. All right. Round setup dealing. There are 28 cards in the game with letters A to Z, plus at and pound sign on the bottom left of each card, in addition to numbers 1 through 7 on the top left of those cards. There are 4 of each number in the game. To start the round, 7 cards are dealt to each player. In games with less than 4 players, not all cards will be dealt this round. Thus, they will not be draftable for the entire round. However, the cards that were not dealt this round will always be the first cards dealt the next round. So you should never not see a card for the entire game. Drafting. The first card you draft in a round is referred to as your throw card, i.e. like throwing a boomerang. You will score points based on the difference between the number on your throw card in a round, the last card your draft, and the last card your draft in the round, i.e. the catch card, as in catching a boomerang. Your throw card remains hidden to all of your opponents until the end of the round, but you can see this card at any time. After all players have selected a throw card, the remaining 6 cards are passed to the next player. In the standard game, cards are always passed to the left. However, when playing with the direction variant, cards are passed to the left in the first and third rounds, the second and fourth round. And in the second and fourth rounds, cards are passed to the right. From this point on, players will each draft 1 card from each hand, played face up for all to see, and then pass their remaining cards. This is done until each player is passed only 1 card, their catch card, which is played automatically, and then the round proceeds to the scoring phase. Into the round scoring. There are 5 scoring categories. Difference between throwing and catching numbers, tour sites, letters, collections, green circles, animals, yellow diamonds, and activities, blue squares. These rules are described in detail below. All right, difference between throw and catch numbers. This number is an absolute value, as it does not matter whether your throw card is greater or less than your catch card. For example, a throw of 7 and a catch of 1 will score the same number of points as a throw of 1 and a catch of 7, 6 points. There are 4 cards of each number, 1 through 7. All right, tour sites letters. Each of the 28 letters A through Z, at and pound sign mentioned previously corresponding to a specific tour site within Australia. Therefore, each letter appears on only 1 card. At the end of the round, cross off the letters of the sites you visited. This round, this does not include your throw card. At the end of the game, the letters you have crossed off on your map will count for 1 point each. In later rounds, you may have to draft the card of a tourist site that you have already crossed off. In this case, nothing happens to the site. There's no repeat visit, bonus, or anything like that. Also, at the end of a round, all players who have completed a full region, i.e. one of the groupings of 4 letters on their map, will each score 3 points, denoted by crossing off the +3 symbol for that region. All other players who did not complete the region this round will scribble out the +3 symbol for that region. Once the 3-point bonus is obtained by some players in a round, it is no longer available to other players in the later rounds. If 2 or more players complete the same region at the same round, all of those players will each score 3 bonus points for the region. and all others must scribble out the bonus on their sheet. The groupings for the region are as follows: A through D, E through H, I through L, M through P, Q through T, U through X, Y through Z, plus at and pound sign. Collections, which are green circles. Some cards have green circles with different icons on them and their associated point values. Leaves are worth 1 point each, wildflowers are 2, shells are 3, souvenirs are 5. There are 5 leaf icons in the game: 4 flower, 3 shell, and only 1 souvenir. At the end of the round, add up all the values on all the green collected items. If this total is 7 or less, multiply the total by 2 and add the final number to your score. If the total is greater than 7, you just add the number to your score without doubling it. The basic reading here is that if you try to take too many keepsakes home, you'll probably have excess baggage fees. Animals, which are yellow diamonds. Some cards will also have yellow diamonds with different animal symbols on them, each type with a unique associated point value. Kangaroos are worth 3, emus 4, wombats 5, koalas 7, and platypuses are 9. There are 5 kangaroo icons in the game. 5 emu, 4 wombat, 3 koala, 2 platypus. At the end of the round, you score points on each yellow animal symbol for which you have a matched pair. The pair of animals only scores the points for that type of animal once. If you have 2 kangaroos, which are worth 3 points on a card this round, you would only score 3 points, not 6. Single animals are worth nothing. They must be paired. Likewise, a set of 3 of a kind would count as 1 pair and a single, so you would only score once. However, 4 of a kind would count as 2 distinct pairs, netting you a total of twice their value. You may score any number of animal pairs in a round, regardless of whether they are all the same or not. You are allowed to mix and match, but each pair must be matched to another animal of its same type. Activities, which are blue squares. Finally, some cards will also have activity icons in blue squares, which are scored based on how many of that particular icon you have collected in a given round. There are 4 types of activities: swimming, bushwalking, the hiker icon, indigenous culture, the boomerang icon, and sightseeing, the photograph icon. There are 6 of each of these activity icons, in which make up 24 activity icons on cards in the game. No card has 2 activities on it, so there are 4 cards in the game without any activities. For 1 icon of a given type collected in a round, you would score 0 points. Then 2 points for 2 icons of the same type, 4 for 3, 7 for 4, 10 for 5, or 15 for 6. Scoring an activity for a given round is always optional, but you can only ever score 1 activity per round, and you are only allowed to score each activity once per game. So if you pass on scoring any activity for a round in hope of scoring a higher one in the next round, you will lose out on scoring one of the activity types in this game. Into the game, final scoring tiebreakers. After 4 rounds, final scoring takes place. Add up all your points for each category over the 4 rounds. Also add 1 point for each visited tourist site, as well as 3 points for each region bonus you have received. The highest final score wins. Ties are broken by the highest throw and catch points among the tied players. Alright, so pretty much, okay, we got 2 cards here, so I need to minimize my screen. So pretty much, yeah, just trying to get points. There we go. Select your throw card. Alright, I'm
going to Bondi Beach. We're going to
pick a card on your table.
We're going to Sydney Harbour.
Pick a card to play on your table. Okay. Waiting for other players to pick a card. Pick a card to play on your table.
Cool game. Learn lots of interesting locations.
Sydney Harbour. Hunter. I heard a New Zealand accent recently, and I thought I could do it for a little bit, like after hearing it, but I can't. Can't hear it in my head right now. Or I kind of hear it in my head, but not like. I'm not very good at accents. We got some pink oyster, and I am looking forward to cooking some of those today.
Oh, yeah.
Some lion's mane. Alright, pick a card to play on your table. Mount Wellington. You may choose an activity to score this round or skip. Go with that one. Round results. So 19 total points each? And 25? I don't know. Alright, 25 to 19.
Oh.
So that was... I'm going to select your throw card. Oh, I missed what the last card was. So I missed like the throw and catch card. I missed what it last
They
one.
had the point values listed.
Yeah. Mine's minimized kind of, so it's kind of hard to read.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are 4 rounds, I'm fairly sure. And we've already played one of them. Almost 2. Yeah, it is pretty... Let me see if I can command plus that. 38 points to 30 points for this round. I got 63 to 49. Selected throw card.
Thanks.
Oh, you passed me. 89 to 93.
Yeah, just barely. I wonder if they have different versions of this game for different countries. It's an interesting concept.
Nice. 1 point difference. 120 to 119. Oh, I thought we had one more. Thought we had one more round. Oh yeah, very close game. We'll definitely do that again sometime.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a fun one. It's a lot of different things to keep track of, but that adds to the fun a little bit.
Definitely. All right. Until next time.